What's up, K-pop fam? Are you ready for the biggest drama of the year? Today we're diving into the situation that has literally shaken the entire fandom world. There's this legendary choreographer who had to choose between continuing his career with BLACKPINK or switching to BTS Jimin's solo project. And guys, the decision he made was completely beyond everyone's expectations. But before we spill all the tea, make sure to smash that like button if you're excited, and subscribe for daily K-pop content. And trust me, you absolutely need to watch until the end because the plot twist had me getting literal goosebumps. Alright guys, let's talk about Kyle Hanagami first. You're definitely familiar with this name, right? He's the American choreographer who created those iconic moves for BLACKPINK. Remember that signature move and How You Like That? Or the one that went absolutely viral on TikTok from PinkVenom? Yeah, that's all Kyle's masterpiece. Kyle isn't just any choreographer, guys. He's worked with Hollywood A-listers like Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, and Ariana Grande. So when he entered the K-pop world in 2020, everyone knew this was about to be a complete game changer. And it totally was. His collaboration with BLACKPINK created such a massive cultural impact. Their dance practice videos got tens of millions of views. TikTok challenges were trending everywhere. Kyle literally helped BLACKPINK establish their signature style that's now become their trademark. But guys, here comes the plot twist. So apparently, Park Jimin from BTS suddenly approached Kyle personally. And this wasn't just any regular approach, guys. Jimin literally spent months communicating with Kyle, explaining his vision for his biggest solo project ever. According to inside sources, Jimin told Kyle, "I'm not just looking for a choreographer, I'm looking for an artistic partner who can understand and translate my emotions into movement." Guys, that is so incredibly deep and personal. And the project Jimin offered wasn't just a regular single. This is a full concept album that would combine multiple genres with super complex visual storytelling. Each track would have different choreography, reflecting Jimin's personal journey as both an artist and an individual. Kyle himself admitted this was the biggest challenge of his career, even more challenging than his Hollywood projects. Jimin wants to create something that has never existed before in K-pop. He's not afraid to experiment and push boundaries, Kyle said. And guys, this is what made the situation incredibly complicated. At the exact same time, BLACKPINK was also preparing for a massive comeback with a world tour next year. YG Entertainment literally offered Kyle a long-term contract to handle all of BLACKPINK's choreography moving forward. We're talking about Lisa's solo comeback, Jennie's fashion collaborations, Rosé's acoustic projects, and Jisoo's variety show performances. Imagine the pressure, guys. On one side, BLACKPINK and YG were offering security and continuity. Kyle already understood each member's chemistry, knew their strengths and weaknesses, and had already created a signature style recognized worldwide. Kyle admitted, "Working with BLACKPINK is like a productive comfort zone. We have understanding and trust that's been built over years." But on the other side, Jimin was offering unlimited creative freedom. "Jimin gave me a complete blank canvas. He said, 'I trust your vision, and I'm ready to learn and adapt to whatever you create.' As an artist, that kind of offer is extremely rare and valuable," Kyle said with genuine amazement. And guys, fans from both sides started pressuring Kyle with their expectations. Social media literally exploded. Blink started worrying that Kyle would leave BLACKPINK, while ARMYs were super excited about the possibility of a collaboration that would create a masterpiece for Jimin. Twitter was flooded with speculation, rumors, and even petitions from fans trying to influence Kyle's decision. There were trending hashtags like #KylestayWithBLACKPINK and #KyleChooseJimin. The fandom war was absolutely real, guys. Kyle himself admitted that this pressure was affecting his decision-making process. This isn't just about a career move, but also about artistic growth and personal fulfillment, Kyle said in a really deep reflection. To help with his decision, Kyle actually arranged private sessions with both parties. And guys, the results of these sessions were absolutely eye-opening. The session with BLACKPINK was held at the YG studio with a familiar and comfortable atmosphere. Kyle shared, "The session with BLACKPINK reminded me why we can create magic together. Their group energy is absolutely incredible." He elaborated about each member, Lisa with her precision and power, Jennie with her charisma and attitude, Rose with her grace and emotion, Jisoo with her elegance and versatility. As a choreographer, working with established chemistry like that is extremely satisfying. But guys, the session with Jimin gave him a completely different perspective. It was held at a private studio in Seoul with a much more intimate and focused setting. Jimin approaches dance with an incredibly deep level of artistry. He doesn't just care about how it looks, but also about how it feels and what story it tells. Every movement must have meaning. Every transition must have purpose. The level of thoughtfulness and dedication he showed was truly inspiring, Kyle said with a completely different tone. And the deadline for his decision was getting closer. Kyle spent weeks consulting with mentors, family, and close friends in the industry. The weight of his decision was incredibly heavy, guys, because it wasn't just affecting his career, but also his relationships with artists he'd already worked with. On one hand, continuing with BLACKPINK meant consolidating his position as a top K-pop choreographer with a proven track record. On the other hand, switching to Jimin would open opportunities to establish himself as a visionary artist, not limited to one genre or format. And guys, the pressure from fans was getting more intense every single day. Kyle was literally losing sleep over this decision. He knew that whatever he chose, there would be disappointed parties. Until finally, Kyle made an announcement that literally shocked everyone. Guys, are you ready? Because I was absolutely not ready for this plot twist. Kyle decided to not choose either one. Instead, he created a win-win solution for all parties involved. Through his Instagram post, Kyle announced that he would remain as a creative consultant for BLACKPINK with selective involvement, while taking full creative control of Jimin's project. Kyle's statement: "After weeks of consideration, I realized that I don't have to choose between two incredible opportunities. Instead, I will create a timeline that allows me to contribute my best to both projects without compromising quality or commitment." The arrangement: Kyle would handle BLACKPINK's comeback that was already in final preparation, then focus full-time on Jimin's project for 6 months, and after that become available again for BLACKPINK's world tour preparation. And guys, the reactions from all parties were so incredibly positive. YG Entertainment expressed appreciation for Kyle's loyalty to BLACKPINK, while Big Hit Music was super excited about the level of commitment Kyle would give to Jimin's project. Most importantly, Jimin and the BLACKPINK members themselves were incredibly supportive of this decision. It shows how mature and professional they are in handling industry relationships. This decision proves that in a competitive industry like K-pop, innovative solutions and collaborative approaches are often more valuable than exclusive commitments. And now fans from both sides can expect exceptional quality choreography for their favorite idols. Kyle can continue growing as an artist without sacrificing valuable relationships or opportunities. So guys, that's the shocking answer to our question. Kyle Hanagami once again proved that as a top-tier choreographer, he's not only talented at creating movements, but also wise in navigating complex professional relationships. What's certain is that the K-pop world will soon be treated to innovative and impactful choreography works from this unexpected collaboration. We're about to witness something absolutely groundbreaking, guys. What do you think about Kyle's decision? Are you team Smart Solution, or do you still prefer that he should have picked one side? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the story, subscribe for the latest K-pop content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next drama. Thanks for watching K-pop fam. See you in the next video. Peace out.